This bunny traded his entire house for a carrot. Not a rare carrot, not a magic carrot, not a carrot that pays rent, cooks dinner, or fixes your childhood trauma, just a carrot. And if you think that sounds unbelievably stupid, good, because that means your brain still works. Now, here's the insane part. He wasn't the only one. An entire town of rabbits started treating carrots like they were the secret to wealth. People got rich. People got greedy. People got weird. And then the whole thing exploded. Which is basically the story of every financial bubble ever. Meet Barnaby. Barnaby is normal. He wants food. He wants peace. He wants to not destroy his future because a crowd got emotionally attached to vegetables. Which, by the way, is a solid financial goal. Unfortunately, Barnaby lives in a town where common sense is about to get hit by a bus. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how bubbles start, why smart people still fall for them, why the loudest people usually get out first, and how to avoid getting financially folded by the next once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Because if you've ever looked at something trending and thought, wait, am I being smart? Or am I just late? You need this. At first, everything is normal. A carrot costs 1 coin. Why? Because it's a carrot. You buy it, you eat it, you move on with your life. Nobody's calling it generational wealth. Healthy market. Beautiful. And then, oh no, a guy with sunglasses and a megaphone just said the future in public. That usually means somebody's savings are about to be set on fire. Barnaby looks at the carrot. From every angle, this appears to be an ordinary carrot. It doesn't print money. It doesn't create businesses. It doesn't fix bad decisions. So why is everyone acting like it's a golden ticket? Because they're not buying the carrot anymore. They're buying the story. Yesterday, 1 coin. Today, 3, then 5, then 12. And now every rabbit is asking the same dangerous question. Why is everyone else making money, except me? That sentence has emptied more wallets than almost anything else. This is where FOMO shows up, fear of missing out. Your brain whispers, I know this looks insane, but what if insane is profitable? And once that thought gets in, logic is now in the trunk. One rabbit makes money, now he's a genius. Another makes money, now she's early. And a third rabbit, who ate glue last winter, is now selling a course called Manifesting Root-Based Abundance. That is a huge red flag. Here is a bubble in 1 sentence. People stop buying something because it's useful, and start buying it because they think someone more emotional will pay more later. That's it. That's the whole machine. First question, is this worth it? Then, how high can it go? Then, how many should I buy? Then, should I borrow money? That's when good decisions leave the building. You just don't get it. The sacred chant of every bubble, also known as, this time is different, it only goes up. And when people say that confidently, disaster is already warming up. Price goes up. People notice. People buy. Price goes up more. Now price becomes the proof. Nobody checks value because fast money makes bad ideas look smart.
Emotional core. People don't fall for bubbles because they're dumb. They fall for them because they're tired. Tired of bills. Tired of debt. Tired of doing everything right and still feeling behind. So when something looks like a shortcut, it feels like rescue. That's why bubbles are dangerous. They don't just sell profit, they sell hope. That's one day, reality shows up. A rabbit gets hungry. Not bullish hungry, just hungry. I'd like to sell this for food. And suddenly, everything gets quiet. Because nobody wanted the carrot. They wanted the next buyer. And when that belief disappears, the whole thing collapses instantly. Then 20, 9, 3, 1, almost nothing. Something isn't worth what people say. It's worth what someone will actually pay. And who gets hurt? Usually the late people, the careful ones who finally gave in, the ones who thought, I know this is risky, but what if this is my only chance? That's how bubbles break people. Meanwhile, the hype guy? Gone. Of course he is. Hype attracts late buyers, so early sellers can leave rich. So what do you do instead? Not avoid investing, just stop confusing chaos with opportunity. Real wealth is slower, quieter, less exciting. Automate your investing, because your emotions are terrible employees. They panic, they overreact, they quit at the worst time. Automation fixes that. Ignore daily hype. You don't need every trend. You don't need every last chance. Noise creates urgency. Urgency creates bad decisions. Calm builds wealth. What do you actually want? Excitement or freedom? Excitement is stress. Freedom is peace. Real wealth feels quiet. Bills handled, savings growing, no panic, no drama. Bubbles make people feel rich, for a moment. Good habits make people hard to destroy. Next time someone tells you this is your only chance, remember Barnaby. A carrot is great when it's lunch. It gets very suspicious when someone calls it a retirement plan. The goal isn't to get rich fast. It's to get free.